it's Brittany. This is another total body strength endurance workout, total body tone. We're gonna tone all these different parts of your body, and we're also gonna hone in on some muscles that are typically harder to use on a regular basis, like the hamstrings, the low abs, and the outer glutes. So for this workout, you will need an open floor space that you can use, an open wall space that you can use, and also some hand weights if you choose to use them. You don't have to use them, but you can. Anywhere from 2, 3, 5, maybe even 8-pound weights, depending on what you've been doing regularly for workouts and what you feel like your body needs today. All right, I'll give you a second, grab the things that you need, and meet me back here. Don't forget your water. Got your stuff? Let's do it. 45 seconds of work, 15-second rest transition intervals in between. We'll take a little 30-second water break after we've completed all of the exercises in one set, and then we're gonna do that same set 2 more times for a total of 3. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, first exercise is a plank. Coming down into your space. You can do this 2 different ways, on your toes or on your knees, on your hands or on your forearms. I'm gonna do it on my toes and on my forearms. I've got 45 seconds on my little handy clock here, and we're in. Scooping your hips underneath of you, press your palms into the floor, elbows are under shoulders. Nice even weight from the toes to the hands here. Toes to hands and elbows. Breathing in and out right away, finding a rhythm with your breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Halfway there, we're doing great. If your back starts taking over in this position, you can always come to the knees, pull your heels up nice and high, re-engage through your abs, scooping your hips under, making sure the core is holding you up, not just the feet. Or I'm sorry, not just the back. Almost done, less than 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take a quick little break. Roll out the shoulders, roll out the neck. All right, we've got mini push-ups next. Whatever position you were just in, let's get back into it. I'm gonna be up on my hands in this case, hands nice and wide. Again, option to do this on the knees. If you were on your toes, try to stay there if you can. Hips scoop under, a little bend, a little press. Little bend, a little press. 45 seconds of the mini push-ups. Yes. Tiny little push-ups here. Again, if your back starts bothering you, or if this is too much for the wrists or the upper body, just pause, make a change. Come to the knees, try it from there. Maybe make your bend a little smaller. Maybe if you're feeling good, you want to make that bend a little bit bigger. Go down a little bit further. Press up all the way. Inhale, exhale. Exhale on that press. Good, keep it going. How are we doing on time? Here's 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Take a quick little break. Roll out the shoulders. We're headed to our wall space. Mine happens to be over here. I've got a door. All right, next is a wall sit. Here's where you can grab hand weights if you'd like. You'll back yourself up to the wall. Step your feet forward, about as wide as your hips, and then bend your knees. Good. Hips right around knee level, maybe a little higher. Try to get right around knee level here. Knees over ankles, feet are flat. Option 1 weight in each hand. Elbows come back by your sides. We start our timer. Here we go. Big press up overhead. Big pull down. Good. Keep the shoulders dropped low out of the ears so you're not hiking the shoulders up to reach. We don't want any of that. Shoulders low. Neck relaxed. Good. Abs are pulling into the wall. Think about it from the standpoint of your abs. Your abs are pinning you to the wall. I know the thighs are talking to you, right? You're starting to feel these for sure. See if you can shift your intentional focus here to your core, pressing yourself against the wall. No space between your back and the wall at any point. Keep on going, breathing in and out. Checking in on our timer here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Little break here. Hopping up, shake out the legs. We're not going far. We're gonna stay right here at the wall for hamstring work. So this time, you're gonna flip it around so that your front side body is facing. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Timers, man. Sometimes they're easier to use. Sometimes they're not. So you're about arm distance away. Just be upright. Head, shoulders, hips, feet stacked. That's what you want. Feet are under your hips. Pick a leg. I'm going to use my left to start. Left slides back. Right knee bends. I bend my left knee. I point my left toe. There's a little bit of space between the knees. The left is behind the right. I scoop my hips under. No arching here. We're scooping under. Abs are on. Good. We're going to take some micro hamstring curls. Here we go. Curl, curl. Squeezing the back side of your thigh to bring the heel up nice and high. That is the goal of this exercise. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Try to hold onto that squeeze as tight as you can before you release it, rather than this, bouncing in and out of the contraction. Can you pause for a second at the deepest point? Get a little extra oomph for that hamstring muscle each time. Yeah, halfway there, you can do it. Relaxing neck and shoulders, keeping the abs in. If you feel your back bothering you, re-engage. Scoop the hips under a little tighter. You got it. Coming up on 5 seconds. We can do it. Yes. Here's 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right. You know, we got to do it on the other side. We're not going to not be balanced. So, same spot. Setting yourself up. Of course, grab a sip of water anytime you need it. Setting up your position. Feet under your hips. Opposite leg slides back. Bend the knee. Toe is pointed. That's a flex. That's a point. Good. Hips scoop underneath of you. Abs are nice and tight. Let's do it. Curl and curl. 45 seconds on the clock. Breathing in and out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. So good. Shoulders relaxed out of the ears. Squeeze. Squeeze. If you cannot feel your hamstring working, take one of your hands. Tap it. Tap it. Let the brain know that that's the muscle you want to use. Squeeze and squeeze. 15 seconds. We can do it. Good. If it starts to cramp up, shake it out. Press the heel down to the floor. Lengthen. And then pop right back up into that position. Squeeze and squeeze. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Coming to the floor. All right. Down on the ground for abs. All right. Taking a seat. Feet come out in front of you. And then you're going to take a nice light touch onto the thighs. Roll yourself back, resting your head. I know you can't see mine, but don't worry about it. You don't need to right now. Arms are by your sides. Draw your knees up to your chest. Point your toes. We're going to do some low ab bicycles here. So, low back presses into the ground as you extend your right leg. And then draw it back up. Switch left leg. Good. If this starts to feel supportable, go ahead and take a little faster. Reach. Reach. No space between your back and the floor at all. Abs are pulling into the ground. And you're bicycling through the legs here. Yes. If that feels good and your hips aren't taking over, maybe you make bigger circles with the legs. Controlling it from your core. Very good. Nice big circles here, up and around. You've got it. Breathing in and out, relax neck and shoulders. All that tension's below the rib cage. Here's 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Pull the knees in, rock it up. Side glutes are next. Coming onto your forearm. This is gonna be fun. So you're on your forearm, chest is lifted. And I set up our timer here. You stack your hips one on top of the other, knees one on top of the other. Top arm presses down, fingertips into the floor. Good. We don't want to sink into shoulders. We want to lift up and out of shoulders, all right? With your top leg, you'll hover it off of the bottom leg. Little circle we're going to draw right here. So you extend the leg, circle it up and around behind you, and then bend the knee. Pull it back toward you again. Ready? Here we go. 45 seconds. Let's do it. Extend, circle it back. Draw the knee forward. I'm going to move up because I'm smacking into something here. Up and around, draw the knee forward. What we don't want to do is open the hips like this. We want to keep the hips one on top of the other. The inner thigh should stay facing the ground. What that does is it allows that outer glute muscle and some of your outer thigh to kick in to create that circle. Now your circle might look different than mine. It might be lower to the ground. It might be higher. That's great. The point is, can you feel that outer glute muscle turning on? If you cannot, take that top hand, tap it up in there, all around. Let the brain know, hey, please use that muscle. That's the one I want. All right, 3, 2, and 1. We got to flip it over. Creating balance, such an important thing. Knees to chest, top arm presses down in front of you. Abs are pulling in nice and tight, nose sinking into the shoulders. Lift up away from the floor. Let's float the top leg. Extend, big circle up and back. Pull it forward. Extend, big circle up and back. Pull it forward. So good. Yes. Amazing. Inner thigh angled down ever so slightly to make sure that that outer glute muscle and outer thigh can kick into gear here. Beautiful. So good. Less than 15 seconds. Only one more exercise after this, and then you get a quick water break. Excellent. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Coming all the way up to your feet. Last exercise. You'll take your feet out nice and wide. Turn your toes out slightly, wider than your hips, maybe even a little wider than the shoulders. You'll bend your knees, dropping your hips down. Again, hand weight's an option right here if you would like. Something lighter potentially, or none at all. Draw the elbows back as you lean forward. Keep the back nice and flat here. Hips scoop under you, abs pulling in, legs pressing out wide. Take the arms all the way straight behind you. Good. Draw teeny tiny circles. Teeny tiny. I want to challenge you not to just go super fast through this. It's pretty easy to move quickly with this one. I want you to think about carving circle into rock, okay? It's almost like you've got a pick in your hands and that sharp edge is sticking out behind you and you're literally chiseling into a rock face, a teeny tiny circle. Breathing in and out, you've got this. Keep the abs pulling in. Maybe you try to take a little bit of a deeper lean forward, lifting the head away from your tailbone as far as you can. Every vertebrae has a little space between it. Imagine that. Let's go ahead and reverse direction for the last half of this. Other way. Good. How are we doing on time? Amazing. We're so close. Pull the shoulder blades together. Let's open up the chest. Yes. 5, 4. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come upright. Relax. Quick drink of water. Staying hydrated as we do. All right, 30 seconds. Let's stretch it out a little bit here. Drop one ear to one shoulder. Let's take tension out of the neck. It's so funny how tension loves to climb right up into the neck. Let's undo that. Good, thinking tall. And carefully bring the chin toward the chest. Let's switch it out other side. Evening everything out. Rebalancing. Delightful. All right, you ready to do it again? We're down on the floor. Hopefully you're hydrated. Diving back into your plank. Here we go. 45 seconds are on the clock. Forearms and toes, knees and forearms, knees and hands, toes and hands. Try it out. Some different options. You'll notice that the closer you are to the ground, the more you feel the intensity of this exercise. Gravity pulling a little bit harder once you get closer. If, again, that's too much, you come up to the palms. I'm going to try the second half of this on my hands. Hands are under shoulders, maybe a little wider. Maybe even try to bend the elbows a bit. Re-engage through the core, scooping your hips under. Maybe even think about hugging the shoulder blades together, just a tinge here, so that chest and upper back get to work together to hold you in place. Breathing in and out. Let's see how much time we have. So close. 3, 2, 1. Knees on the ground. Lift the chest. Maybe some nice big slow wrist rolls here if you need to relieve pressure from the hands. Amazing. All right, micro push-ups. Let's go. Toes or knees. You're up on your hands. Hands are wider than your shoulders. Little bend. Extend all the way. Abs are tight. No arch in the back here. Nice and flat. This is another great opportunity to engage through the upper back, right? So you draw the shoulder blades together and then you retract them, right? Retract, protract, retract, protract. Using the upper back to help the chest. Good, let's check our time. What are we looking at here? Less than 15 seconds, let's go. Inhale, exhale, maybe you take a bigger range. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. Shake it out. Some wrist rolls here. We're headed to the wall. Let's go. Okay, you got your hand weights if you choose to use them. Backing into the wall, feet under the hips, you step it forward. Lower the hips, abs pull in tight, feet are flat, 45 seconds, let's do it. Reach all the way up, pull all the way down. I like to exhale as I press. Some people prefer to inhale as they press, up to you. Good, feeling your core, firing up here, holding you against the wall. And maybe you shift, maybe you press your heels into the ground for a little bit, and then maybe you press the balls of the feet into the ground a little bit. See how that feels different for the lower body, engaging different muscles. Good, let's check our time. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job, shake it out. We're staying at the wall, remember, we've got hamstrings next. Shake it off, set it up. Hands to the wall, everything stacked. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Feet under the hips. 45 seconds, pick a leg. Draw the heel up. Bend your standing legs, scoop your hips under. Start your micro hamstring curls. Yes. Maybe you can close your eyes on this one. Send all of your attention and your focus to the back of your thigh, whatever leg you started with. Good, abs pulling in nice and tight. We got 15 seconds. Check in with your neck and shoulders here. If they're hunched up and tight, how can you start to unwind them a little bit? Drain that tension straight down into the hamstring, into the abs, where you actually need it. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. Shake it out. Second side. Let's do it. Setting it up. Feet under the hips. Slide your other leg back this time. Toes pointed. Abs are in. Curls. Breathing in and out. Thinking tall here. How can you create length through your spine, right? Think about the top of your head, call it the crown of the head, lifting you toward the ceiling. Even as your knees are bent, how can you create length in the body, opening up, opening joints, taking pressure out of joints. Always good things to think about. 10 seconds. Look at that. Time flies when you're having fun. Squeeze, squeeze. Here's 3, 2, 1. Aha. Down on the floor for abs. Let's do it. Coming all the way down here. Taking a seat. Again, you do not need to see my face for this one. I'm going to lay all the way back. Knees are bent about as wide as my hips. Arms are by the sides. And then we bring the knees to the chest. Little bicycles. One leg and then the other. Reach. Reach. The trick with this one is that there is no space ever between your back and the floor. So think about pressing your low back down, using the abs to hold it there. Breathing in and out, shoulders relax. Good. If this is a little too intense, you can do one leg at a time. Pull it in, extend it away, draw it back up, set it down. Pull the knee in, extend the leg, draw it back up, set it back down. In, out, in, and down. Good. You can also keep the knees bent and work from here. Right? Switching that way. Again, option to lift one at a time. if that's where you're at today. Good, here's 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Knees pull in, let's rock it up. Switching it out to the other side. 4 glutes. All right. Backing it up here, curling into a ball. I'm on my forearm, not sinking into the shoulder, lifting up and out of that shoulder. Here we go, 45 seconds. Take that top leg up, extend it, circle it behind you, pull it forward. Extend, circle it behind you, pull it forward. Good. Outer thigh and outer glute. Amazing. So good. Keep breathing. In and out. Halfway there. Good. Opening up through the hip. Try to relax the hip as you move the leg. 10 seconds. So good. Amazing. It's not about how high the leg gets. 3, 2, 1. It's about that squeeze in the outer glute. Let's flip it around. Down on the forearm. Knees in nice and close. And 45 seconds. Let's do it. Lift, extend, rainbow. Giant circle. Squeezing that outer glute. Yes. Notice how this is also a flexibility exercise, right? To the degree that I can extend the back of my leg. That's how far I can pull that extended leg this way, which gives me a bigger range for this muscle, right? Interesting. Interesting how it all works together, you know? It's interesting. Less than 10 seconds. We only have one exercise to go after this in the set. 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Coming to your feet. Take your time as needed. All the way up. Feet come out nice and wide. We turn the toes out. Option to grab your hand weights back here. Bending your knees and your elbows. Hips scoop under as you bring the chest forward. Arms draw back. Here come your 45 seconds. Start. Remember, carving a circle out of a rock face, okay? That would be a lot harder than just swinging your arms around. So imagine that and notice how it changes the way you move. Good, let's take it the other direction. Squeeze, good. No bend in the elbow as best you can. Managing that as best you can. Let's check our time. Oh yeah, 15 seconds, let's go. So good. Straightest arms you've got, reaching behind you, pulling the abs in, shoulder blades together. Let's do this. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring it up right, shake it out. 30-second water break. I'm gonna do that too. Where's my water? Here it is. See how I kind of shift my weight side to side? Keep on moving. It's better for your heart that way, that it's not a dead stop as a break, but rather a deceleration of intensity and movement, right? So that the heart can slowly find a resting pulse. All right, you ready? Last set. Let's do it. Down on the floor for the plank. I suppose I should adjust this. Cool. 45 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Getting into it. Scooping your hips under. Abs are in tight. Shoulder blades slightly retracted. Forearms pressing, connected into the floor. Spreading out your toes here. Looking straight down between your thumbs. Your neck is long. Breathing in and out. So lovely. Halfway there, more like 15 seconds left. You've got this in the shade. Made in the shade. It's in the bag. See it through all the way. Coming up on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Little 15-second transition here. We shake it out. Micro push-ups are next. All right. Same position, or maybe you change it. Listen to your body. I'm going to try toes and hands. Here we go, 45 seconds. Let's do it. A little bend, a little press. Good. Again, maybe you come to the knees. You work from there. Maybe you barely move. Maybe that press is too much at this point. This is the third set after all, so maybe you hold still. Keep the arms relatively straight. Keep your abs on. That's totally an option. Bend and press. How much time do we have? How are we doing? 15 seconds. Last chance. Find a challenge, lean into it. Let's go. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Amazing. Headed to your wall space. Grab hand weights if you choose to use them. At the wall, back in. Feet under your hips. You step forward. Bend the knees, slide down the wall. Abs in nice and tight. Here come your 45 seconds. Let's do it. Find your breath. Amazing. If you're not using weights today or you don't have access to them, that's great. How can you create a pressing and a pulling sensation through the arms? Right? You can move your arms up and down, no big deal, but what if you think about pressing to the ceiling and pulling back down again? That's a different story. All right. How are we doing? Oh, 10 seconds. Let's go. Good. Maybe you sink down just a little further. Yes. Oh, Siri, don't worry about it. You're great. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Popping out of that. Shake it out. Hamstrings are next. Setting it up. Standing tall. Feet under the hips. Pick a leg. Comes behind you. Standing leg bends. Bend the knee. Point your toe. Here are your 45 seconds. Abs are in nice and tight. Your hips are wrapping up underneath of you. Oh yeah. Notice how the leg that's working is kind of behind the leg that's not. It's not up here, right? That's not doing a heck of a lot for my hamstring. It needs to be back here. Good. Crushing this. Crushing it. You're so close to the end. This is amazing. Let's go. 3, 2, oh no, just kidding. 15 seconds. Keep going. Yes. Feel the burn of that hamstring. Strength building. Muscle changing. Now 3, 2, 1. There it is. Nice job. Sorry. Why would I take away some of your 45 seconds? That's ridiculous. No way we're doing that. All right, here we go. Getting ready for our next set. Pick your other leg. Knee bends, toes pointed. Scoop the hips under. 45 seconds on the clock. Squeeze, squeeze. Breathing in and out. Relaxing your neck. Yes. Lengthening your spine. Evening out the hips here. They should be pointing straight forward, and they should be even with one another, level with one another. Keep your low abs engaged. Let's check on our time. 15 seconds. If your low back's bothering you here, re-engage. Maybe even lean forward a little bit more. See if that helps you. Focus the work in the hamstring, the back of your thigh. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Down on the floor. Let's turn on the abs one last time. Okay. Third set, challenge set. Option to stay up on the forearms instead of laying all the way down, okay? Just an option. All right, if you need to come all the way down, you can absolutely do that. Here come your 45 seconds. Bicycles. Good. If you want another challenge, you can lay back a little further, but hover the shoulders off the ground, bring your arms forward. Yes, now your upper abs are on and your lower abs are on. Yes. Again, option, one at a time. Simplest version right here. You can also half bicycle, switch. Half bicycle, switch. Good. Listening to your body. See what you got. Less than 15 seconds. Let's go. Look up, neck long, chest 1 inch higher. Low back presses down a little harder. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Yes. Glutes are next. Let's go. Setting it up. Coming onto your side. Knees in nice and close. Here come your 45 seconds. Lift the leg, reach, big circle back. That angle's not gonna work for me. Reach, rainbow back. There we go. Reach and rainbow back. Perks to working out in your bedroom. It's like an obstacle course. It's awesome. All kinds of fun things to overcome. All right. Find your breathing here. Find your abs. Are they on? Are they supporting you? Or are you just barely hanging up off the floor here? Let's make sure you're actively pressing away from the ground. Yes. Awesome. 5 seconds. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Flip it around. Flip it around. Here we go. Abs pulling in, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Let's do it again. Nice big rainbow arch. Amazing. Keep your weight pouring forward in this exercise rather than opening up behind you. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the shoulders one on top of the other. Nice big open range. As you're a little warmer now, maybe you notice some bigger flex or a bigger range that you're able to pull off with that leg. Maybe the hip has warmed up a bit and you've got a bigger range of motion available to you. Explore that. Less than 15 seconds. Amazing. Breathing in and out. Yes. 3, 2, and 1. On your feet for triceps. Let's finish it strong. Here we go. Feet come out wide, turn your toes out. Optional hand weights here. Elbows up, bend. Hips scoop under as you lean forward. Knees press back, arms go straight. Chisel out those circles. Let's do it. 45 seconds. Get it real good. Squeezing. Maybe the arms get a little closer together every single time. Another thing to think about is opening the chest and using your upper back muscles. So none of this. We don't want that. How can we roll the shoulders back? Yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. Press the big toes and the pinky toes into the ground. Maybe you sit a little lower. You feel that active stretch through the inner thighs. Is it time to reverse? Oh yes, it is. Other way. Yes. Neck and spine are in line. None of this nonsense. None of that nonsense. With this. You are almost there. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Just done. Excellent work. Find your water. First thing we do. Moving back and forth gently. All right. That was amazing. That was fantastic. It's time to stretch. Let's take the feet right where they used to be. Sweep the arms down, reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back down all the way up. So good. And last one. Good. Let's stay up at the top. Clasp the hands. Take a slight back bend here. Open the chest. And then come up right, arms down in front of you, interlace behind, open the chest, lift the arms slightly away from you. Yeah. So good. Sweep one arm across, light touch in front or behind the elbow. If this is feeling a little bit intense for the legs, you're welcome to bring your feet underneath of you. Keep the knees bent just a bit. And gently release. Let's switch to the other arm. Taking tension out of the shoulders that worked so hard today. It's a lot of shoulder work that you got done. Excellent. And let it go. Let's work it down onto the floor here. Coming onto hands and knees. Speaking of shoulders, good, take a big breath in, and then exhale, round your back, look down at your thighs. And then carefully drop your stomach to the floor as you lift the hips, lift the chin. Inhale. Exhale, let's go the opposite direction, around the back, look down. Dropping the top of the head toward the floor. And swimming through, lift the chin, lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, slide your hips back onto your feet, bringing the feet out in front of you. Good. Excellent. Cross the right leg over the left. Reach the arms up. Breathe in, exhale, dive forward here. Reaching as far as you can. Maybe you reach to the shins. Maybe you reach to the feet. Maybe your hands just rest on your thighs and you hinge forward slightly. That's great. All of the above. Lovely. Slowly bring the chest up, right? You're going to stay here. Take your left hand to the outer edge of the right calf, and then right hand sweeps back. Take a little twist here. Always breathing in and out through stretches. Good, and gently unwind. We carefully switch feet. Left over right, reach high, breathe in, and then dive forward, reach forward as far as you can. Breathing in and out, so good. Slowly start to come upright. Right hand to the left calf, sweep the left arm back. Take a gentle twist here. Good, carefully coming back to the center. Let's uncross the legs, point the toes, reach high again, dive forward as far as you're able to. Good, slowly bring yourself upright. Let's bend the knees and do a little hip stretch here. If you're able to, try to stack your legs like two pieces of bread, one on top of the other. You're welcome to bring the foot more center toward the shin or the calf. As you get into a position that's relatively comfortable for you, sit tall, fingertips to the floor, and start to hinge the chest forward. Keep your back nice and flat, hinging forward until you feel a stretch through the outer hip areas. Yes. Again, lengthen the spine here, lifting through the crown of the head on that upper diagonal. Good, one more big breath here. That's nice. Slowly bring the chest upright. Let's carefully switch the legs to the best of your ability, hinging the chest forward. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth or the nose. Good. And slowly starting to come all the way upright. We're going to do a quad stretch here from the floor. We need to come down onto your forearm again. You're also welcome to come all the way onto the arm and rest the head on the floor. It's up to you. I'm going to start right here. Take your top hand to your top ankle and start to slide that leg back behind you, feeling the stretch to the top of the thigh. Try not to arch the back too much here. Keep your core engaged, opening up through the top of the thigh and the front side of the hip area as well. Good. If you're not able to grab the foot, that's okay. Keep your hand on the floor and slide the leg back until you feel a stretch. You can rest the leg on the floor. That's totally fine. Big breath in. Exhale, slide the foot forward. Let's carefully switch to the other side. Again, option forearm or extend all the way down. You can reach for the ankle and gently slide the leg back until you feel that stretch, or keep your hand on the floor and reach the leg behind you on the floor until you feel that stretch. You can try both ways. See which one helps you stretch more effectively. So good. So good to stretch. Wonderful. All right, slide that leg forward, coming back up to a seated position. Bring the feet to touch in front of you. Draw them as close as you can. Instead of using the arms to press the legs down, use your outer thighs to pull the knees toward the floor. Hinging forward, releasing through the hip area. Nice big breaths in and out. So lovely. So lovely. Good. Keep that position. Just slide the feet forward a little bit. This time around your back. Bring your head down to your feet. Last big breath here. As you exhale, roll up nice and easy all the way to the top. Sit comfortably. Fingertips find the floor. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And carefully bring the chin through. Left ear to left shoulder. In this stretch, you're always welcome to take a hand and rest it on top of the head. It's up to you if you need a little bit of extra. My neck is tight enough that I don't even need my hand. One day, that tension will not be there. Good, bring the chin to the center. Slowly lift your head. Excellent job. Thanks for hanging out and working with me today. Total body tone. Have a lovely rest of your day.